Alright, this is BC's World. Welcome back to episode 3. I'm Cole.
Bubba.
So in this episode, we're kind of winging it. We don't got like a specific topic to talk about. It might not be as long, but we are getting our podcast on multiple different platforms. Right now, I think it's on Spotify, or I know it's on Spotify right now. It's on Google Podcasts, and I believe it should be coming to Apple Podcasts sometime soon. But yeah, that's so now instead of just YouTube listeners, we have Spotify. So if you are a Spotify listener, be sure to follow, be sure to listen to it. Um, yeah, but we did just have a YouTube versus TikToker boxing fight that me and Bubba did watch together. Yeah, we watched that. So the first 2 fights were free, but then we didn't know the rest would be like
The first 3 fights, I'm gonna be honest, gas fights to start out with. Like they're all hella interesting.
facts. But the first fight was the first fight. It was Kale versus Landon. No,
Yeah, Kale versus Landon. Yeah, it
Ryan,
was
Ryan, Ryan, Ryan.
Ryan.
Who won that? Oh, Ryan won that.
Ryan won that.
The fourth or third round.
Yeah, I think it was the 4th round. Ryan won.
Whatever round it was, that was a good fight though. Both of them, they both kind of really didn't like. I was expecting more of fucking Ryan because he said he has like 2 years of experience or something like that. But they put on a good fight. It wasn't like the best fight, but it wasn't terrible.
That was interesting.
What was the next fight after that one?
It was. No, it wasn't Landon, was it?
Was it? Yeah, I think it was. Who'd he fight though? He fought
Wasn't it Ben? Ben something?
Ben. Was it?
Ben Azaroff, something like that.
Yeah, fuck who? Ryan. What's his name? Landon McBroom versus it was against Ben as whatever the fuck his name is. Ben came into the fight with 1 month of training. Is what he said. He threw his first punch 1 month before the fight. He got completely obliterated, if I'm being honest. He did not know it. Like, he was like fucking doing ballerina and boxing at the same time. He was like spinning in circles and shit. But that fight, obviously, it wasn't that interesting. Landon won that one.
Yeah, Landon won.
It would have been I think it would have been a way better fight if he actually knew what he was doing. Ben?
Yeah.
Cause yeah, he looked fucking stupid, spinning in circles and shit. But I think those 2 fights were the only 2 fights that had headgear and were free.
Yeah.
They were the only 2 with headgear.
Oh, it wasn't even headgear. It was like fucking wrestling.
Yeah, it was wrestling gear. It was weird. It was basically like essentially like us wearing our headsets, but like without the microphone part. Like that's pretty much what it was. And then Tanner Fox and what's that guy's name? Ryland. They were supposed to fight,
yeah.
but then before the fight, there was some drama that happened. Tanner claims he didn't drop out of the fight, but Ryan's saying he did drop out of the fight. But what were they arguing about? Or what? Oh, it was the 20-pound difference because
yeah, it was
Tanner,
20 pound.
So I think
Ryland made his weight.
Yeah, he made his weight.
Ryland made weight. Tanner didn't.
Yeah. That sounds
And then Tanner said to the whoever was running the event, I don't really know, but the whatever main event people, he was like, yeah, the commissioners. He was like, I will accept that I'm less than him. I weigh less than him, and I'll still go into the fight. That's what I heard from Tanner's part.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But then Ryland was saying he dropped out, so I don't really know what's going on with that fight. But all I know is that the 2 of them still want to box each other, I believe. No, actually, I remember they interviewed Ryland, and he was like he doesn't want to box Tanner anymore because it would just waste his time. I think is what he said. Along those lines.
But I don't know because I've seen some stuff about Tanner recently, like on his YouTube or something like that. Like he was like, you guys are wondering how I got this black eye or something like that. I seen this clip of him and he was like, go to my T Fox or whatever his background thing is that he makes money on. So I don't know if he fought anyone.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that, but what fight was after that? It was the
Jarvis versus
Jarvis versus Michael
Mike
Lee.
Lee.
That
Michael Lee.
fight was one
That was a good
good
fight.
fight for Jarvis. I was cheering for Jarvis that whole time because I'm
Same.
personally a fan of FaZe. I like all the shit FaZe does.
Jarvis is
Jarvis,
actually really good.
he really
Like,
put the time
really,
into
really
it.
good.
He had good trainers, everything. Even though like when I was watching this one video, I think it was Jarvis's video he posted after the fight. He was talking about how he or there was like behind the scenes footage, right? And Jarvis
Yeah.
was I don't know what Jarvis was doing, but he wasn't in this group. It was his trainer. His trainer approached Michael Lee and his like whole team or his whole
Oh,
family or something. And then he
yeah.
started talking shit. And then he was like, "You're not a real boxer and shit." And Michael Lee and all the people surrounding Michael Lee were like hyping him up and shit. But you guys know how that went. If you don't know how it went, basically Jarvis' second round, I think it was like
Second
uh,
round knockout.
it was like a minute and a half into the second round. He
Uh,
just he had I think he had two standing 8 counts if I'm correct.
yeah, he did.
I might be
He
wrong,
did.
but then it was the knockout right after that. Obviously, that was a good fight. I expected Jarvis to win because he just really looked in the footage I saw of him boxing. He just looked really good.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
Um, what fight was after that one?
It was either Vin. No, I think Vinny was the.
I think it might have been Vinny.
I think it was Vinny versus Deji. Vinny versus
That
Deji.
fight was a good fight. I honestly thought Deji would win, but I think who was the underdog that fight?
Vinny was the underdog.
Yeah, but Deji, he made a video after the fight, after he lost. Obviously, I don't know what happened. We were watching it, and he was in a corner, and Vinny was just like beating the like shit out of him, and
Yeah.
then he just called himself out. I think he was the one that tapped himself out, but
Yeah.
he made a video statement after
Oh yeah.
saying,
Didn't he knee? He kneel?
well, he
Didn't he
kneeled at
take a
the
knee?
start of the round,
Yeah.
but then after that, he kneeled at the start of the round trying to regain his breath. And then after that, he got him in the corner, I believe, and started just like punching his ribs and stuff like that. I don't think it was a knockout. It wasn't like an actual knockout.
It
I think
wasn't a knockout.
it was like a technical knockout. I think is what they're calling. Like if not somebody's not actually knocked out. But that fight was a good fight. Vinny definitely
Facts.
showed up more than I thought he would. But
Facts.
after that fight, Deji made a statement video saying how he's gonna take a break from all social medias, get his mental health clear, work on his
That's great for him
cardio.
though.
Yeah, I'm glad he did that. Honestly, that's like after losing like that, like
Uh,
that's good that he did that. And then the fight after that was Taylor, I believe, right?
no, it was DDG versus
Oh,
Nate
Nate
Wyatt.
Wyatt. Yeah, that fight.
That fight was just embarrassed. I
And yeah,
was embarrassed for Nate Wyatt, honestly.
yeah.
Like no offense against the guy, good looking guy,
Was
but
that was that the one they were hugging a lot?
as for the ref,
Bro,
he looked pissed.
if you guys watched it, the ref
Every
was
five
funny.
seconds, get
It,
up,
it,
back
it,
up.
it was the super tall ref. If you guys were watching the fight, you guys would know what we're talking about. But this ref did not like after that fight. He was like dialed in. He was like, you know
Yeah,
what?
he was
I'm not dealing
strict,
with any of that shit anymore.
especially on the Austin versus Bryce.
Oh yeah,
Oh, back in your corner.
yeah. So what
It's
happened
funny.
was Austin and Bryce. It was like, okay, let's just get on. Let's talk about that when it's their time to shine.
Yeah.
Next was Taylor Holder versus Anderson Gibb. At first, that fight was just pathetic on Taylor's part. Um, I
I mean,
know,
it wasn't pathetic. He looked good,
yeah, he looked,
but I feel
yeah,
like the way that they planned it out, that they wanted the fight to go, just didn't work out.
yeah,
They wanted Gibb.
yeah,
I feel like they wanted Gibb to run and like waste the stamina
get super
and have
tired
him
and
get tired
gassed.
out,
And then
gassed out.
another thing I think is since Taylor's been training for like 6 years, he's kind of like he's like more prepared for people to fight slower and not like so aggressive and stuff.
Uh,
And he's never had an
he was
actual
coming
fight
in way too.
passive, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I think personally
It
that's
looked. It's not like he was coming into. It looked like he was coming in trying too hard. It looked like he was coming in at a higher level. Like
right.
you were
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Because they were there. It was an exhibition fight, so obviously it's like no winners, no like obviously all these different rules, 16-ounce gloves, whatever the rules were. But he definitely came in over prepared. Like
Yeah, wait.
it would basically be like if some entrepreneur tried signing up for like a fucking clerk at a gas station or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he's way too skilled for that. Not saying they can't do that, but
Yeah.
it's just like one of those things where he's too skilled to be in that kind of like fight, if that makes any
Gosh.
sense.
Yeah, it does. I don't
Um,
know.
the Bryce Hall fight, yeah, that was
Hmm. That was
for,
probably the best fight, in my opinion.
yeah, for sure. But
It was that one and Jarvis. Those two just
Jarvis, that one
they're
hyped me
gas.
up. That one hyped me up. But
Nate, that
yeah,
was just
that was just
embarrassing.
pathetic. Yeah. Mm.
But Bryce versus Austin, I feel like a lot
So
of people. No, was Bryce the underdog?
yeah, I think he was.
Because going into the interview before the fight when Kima was doing it, I thought Austin was the underdog, but apparently not.
No, I think Bryce was the underdog.
Yeah,
From what I like, it would just kind of make
yeah,
sense. But
yeah.
Bryce, obviously, when you're boxing someone, you're gonna talk a lot of shit. And Bryce might have spoke a little too early. There's a bunch of like on my TikTok. There's a bunch of like I'm scrolling through stuff and I see there's like the a clip of Bryce Hall getting knocked out or knocked to the ground and the ref calling it, and then it says it shows the clip saying I'm a fighter, and then after he gets knocked out, it's saying I never said I was a fighter. Yeah, it was,
Bro,
that was,
that was funny at the end. He's like, I never told anyone that I was a fighter. Like, I'm not a fighter. I don't do this. I was like,
and then there's a part. Well, obviously he was joking. Right when he got
coming
on
up
the
to the
mic,
fight.
he right when he got on the mic, he's like, "Yeah, that fight was rigged." Like obviously as a joke, but that fight was good. Yeah, I'm
I
glad.
was,
Honestly, I'm glad for what Austin said, being a bigger person. Um,
yeah,
they exchanged words at the end. He was like saying how he gives Bryce props and stuff for stepping in the ring with him, and then he was like, "You guys shouldn't
gosh.
be bringing him down at all. You guys should just be bringing him up because."
A lot of people hated on him. Low key, when I seen on social media, like I was scrolling through my TikTok as well, and I seen a guy and he was like, he showed a clip of Austin before the fight, like when they were still had beef, which I get it, like it's different. And then they were like, oh, now he's saying all this sappy shit. And I was like, wow. Well,
But
I mean, they still had beef going through
but
back
like
when, you know.
personally, I think that's like the better thing to do. Like
Yeah,
I think in upcoming beef for YouTubers, they're not gonna just like fucking diss track and settle words over a YouTube video. I personally think that they're gonna fight it out in the ring. I think that's like honestly a good way to handle beef, but the only thing with that is like depending on when you have it set up and how bad your beef is, like if you're like beefing over some hardcore ass shit, right? And then you have to train for 3 months, that beef is just gonna keep on getting worse, you know?
yeah. I feel like the best way is just take it off of social media, like
For
in
sure,
all in
yeah.
general. But like if you're actually trying to like enjoy and like not really hate the person anymore, I feel like that is a way
Yeah,
to
but I
get rid of it.
if I ever beef with anyone, I try and like settle it off of social media. I'm not gonna go talking shit over like Snapchat or Insta or any of that,
Yeah, actually.
because that's just like no matter who you are, like no matter how big you are, how many fans you have, that's just like unprofessional.
Nice.
You know, there's just better ways to handle beef. It's not like
Then you're just getting everyone else's comment into it and making it bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not
and
helping,
then
in
and
my opinion.
then and then that shit can be used against you in the past
Yeah.
or like the future can be used against you. You say like this kid's like the F slur, you know what I mean, saying all that
Yeah.
shit, and then next thing you know, you're just doing your own thing. You're on the come up, and then all of a sudden that shit just gets brought up from like 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago.
People are diggers, man. I swear, people are.
Yeah.
I don't
So
get it.
I was
They hold
listening.
such a big grudge for people that are popular.
Yeah,
If
I
you know what
was
I mean.
listening to the FaZe Banks podcast, Mom's Basement, and they were talking about H3H3. If you know who that is, I don't really know who the fuck he is. I just heard them talking about it. He was talking about how I don't know. FaZe Banks said some shit like he was talking about how he said tweeted like 4 or 5 years ago that he said H3 PewDiePie and Mr. Beast are like some of the realest people on the internet. And then next thing you know, a couple years later, when he finds out like, oh, he's friends with Keemstar, he got beef with Jake Paul, he just starts bringing all this other shit into the context, saying he's racist, saying he's like a homophobe and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't really looked into
Yeah.
H3H3 at all.
I
Don't
couldn't
don't
say I
really
have
care.
either.
Don't really care either. I'm gonna be honest.
I was like, yeah,
It's like,
I could
oh,
give less fucks, honestly.
right. It's like,
But
oh,
that's just me.
you do your beef. But I mean, like, we're not like big at all. But
Yeah.
so if we talk shit, we can fucking blow our brains out. You know, it's not like we're
Fact.
gonna. It's not like I'm gonna get fucking trending on Twitter or some shit for saying my opinion.
Tomorrow, Nate Wyatt tweets out this shitty ass podcast.
It's like, bro, that fucking Michael Lee kid looked like he didn't even fucking train at all. Next thing you know, fucking Michael Lee's tweeting at us, "Hey, I want to see you get in the ring. Okay, fucking step up then." Type shit, you know, like,
Bro, I
you
don't
know.
know.
I think we're gonna have Temp on the podcast soon
Yeah.
if I saw this one thing on TikTok. It was this one conspiracy theory on Finding Nemo.
What?
Have you heard about that shit?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, that shit's crazy. It's gonna ruin anybody's childhood. So basically, it was something like Nemo and Nemo's mom died, right?
Yeah.
And that's why his dad is like messed up or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was. I haven't watched Nemo in a minute, but you know how there was something wrong with his dad all the time or whatever. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
always like sad
Like
and
paranoid.
yeah, paranoid and shit.
Yeah.
I think they're saying it's because he's like thinking about his wife Nemo because they're gone, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why Dory is always by his dad's side is because Dory has short-term memory loss, so she can't remember that Nemo's dead. And then also another thing, it was like in Latin, Nemo actually means like alone or like no one. So it's like the title would be, if you translate it in Latin, it would be Finding No One. That shit was crazy. I was like, what?
Yo, what?
I was like, there's no way that there's
I've
like,
never heard that.
yeah, I
That's
saw it on
crazy
my
though.
TikTok. There's actually another
I
podcast. I can't
Yeah, there's
remember.
another podcast that be doing it. I be seeing them.
Yeah, they're like,
Like, yeah, I don't know.
I think we're
They're pretty
talking about
interesting.
the same one, but yeah, it was just like, there's no way that, like, if you put it all
That's crazy.
together, it kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Phineas and Ferb.
Facts.
I've heard conspiracy theories about Phineas and Ferb about Candace just having an imagination.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
But
yeah. I
honestly,
feel on that one.
I don't know if I believe that one as much though.
I mean,
But I mean, I kind of can see it though, because
I can see it because she's always like, I feel like she's always the narrator.
yeah, and Candace is always tripping about like something going on in
Yeah.
their backyard. But I don't know what would happen to Phineas and Ferb if they're like, maybe if they're like fake or they didn't exist or
I don't know. I don't
that
know. Conspiracy
those
theories are like trippy, dude.
facts. They're like, some of them like
Like
change
some of them
your.
creep me out. No cap.
That's what I'm saying. Some of them just change your views on certain stuff.
It's crazy.
I know. It's like, and then like even some of the like scary shit people find in like the ocean or lakes or whatever. I've been seeing
Oh
a lot of that too.
yeah.
There's like in some lake in Minnesota, there's like some Jason fucking statue underneath the water or some shit. Like you like imagine you and your friends are just going scuba diving, right? We're like, oh, let's go
Yeah.
scuba diving just in the fucking lake since there's nowhere else to go, right? And then next thing you know, you see a fucking Jason statue. Like, tell me what's going through your head if you're going scuba diving and you see a Jason statue.
Tripping out, man. I'm tripping out
I'd be like, oh
100%.
hell no, hell no. Especially like that megalodon. Like if there's a fucking shark, huge
Oh
ass
yeah.
statue shark, like heck nah. Like nah, I'm not messing with that. Like that'll make me never want to go in the water again. Like that shit's scary.
They all stick to land.
That's what I mean. It's like, maybe I don't need to go jet skiing anymore. Maybe I can try four wheeling, or I can try dirt
Maybe I buy
biking.
a dirt bike instead, you know?
We
Eh.
didn't just sell the water stuff, sell the lake cabin. Maybe we can get a nice house somewhere with like a lot of land.
Yeah. I should
That's
still live in the country, honestly. After
yeah,
water.
yeah.
I got a
Fucking.
pool in the backyard, don't worry.
I wouldn't even want to go in the fucking pool. Next thing you know, I see a frog in the pool and I'm tripping.
You sure that's not a megalodon tooth? Like I am
Uh,
pretty sure
I,
of
I'm pretty sure that's a megalodon tooth floating to the top of our water.
that.
Well, how could that get in there, honey? Mom, I don't know how the fuck would a Jason statue get in the lake. Like, for real shit.
I don't know. Some of this is trippy.
For real, for real. So, Vice, you got any stories for us?
Stories?
Any
No
news?
news
Any,
stories.
any upcoming stuff that you want to announce?
Not really, man. I'm hoping to go to the lake on the 4th. That's what I'm hoping because I hear the DJs there this year.
Yeah, I can fucking DJ too, you know. Just grab a couple of speakers, play
You
my music, and then just grab the microphone, type shit, you know. Just throw in a couple of those
are
every
you
now
down
and
to
then.
come though on the
Yeah,
fourth
if I don't
if you
got
don't
work,
work?
yeah, 100%. But I might work on Friday though, which would be a problem,
Mm.
cause I don't know what time you guys would go.
Well, we would probably come back before.
Well, the
I don't
fourth
even
the
know.
fourth is on a Sunday, and I'm saying like if so on the Friday of the weekend that you'd probably be going to the lake,
Yeah.
I might work that day.
Mm.
And to
Oh
say,
yeah, it would be good because my mom still has to work on Fridays because she'll
oh
have to work. Yeah.
yeah, I'll see what I can do. Um,
I'll let you know though. I'll talk to her about it too.
yeah, for sure,
I'm hoping to go to the 4th.
make some more
But
crazy fucking stories there. Hopefully not get the fucking same old fat fuck on us.
facts.
Fucking shit, bud. Like, oh, you almost fucking
Uh,
hit me. Oh, shut up. You almost fucking hit me with your
dude,
boat when you were pulling up to him.
I don't know, man. Nothing new has been happening. I just really want my license, honestly,
Oh
just so
yeah.
I can start going to the gym. Like I'm really trying,
Oh yeah,
but
me
like I
and
don't got no one to like ride. Not
yeah, me and Bubba are trying to go to the gym and shit.
and if I did,
Honestly,
even if I did have someone to ride, I would be so inconsistent because they're not gonna want to drive me to the gym every day. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
I could
Honestly,
Uber, but that's low key. I don't
that's a lot of
know.
money if you think about it.
That's mad money.
It's
Yeah.
like it might not seem like it in the long run, but $5 or $10 a day, or $10 to get there and $10 back. That's $20 a day,
Yeah.
and you're going depending on if you're going 5 to 7, like that's like $140 a week. But
Yeah.
are you gonna see a return to competitive Visa or no? Fucking not Visa. Fuck. Baba. Return to competitive games, or you're just gonna be a casual player? Focus on the
Be a
podcast.
casual
Focus
player
on.
because I don't know. I feel like if I was gonna be a competitive, talk to Temp about it. So I don't want to do it with him. He's a pretty good player, but I don't think he's down for that anymore. It's not
No,
distant with that guy.
your mic is like a little quiet right now.
Right here, how better?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe
You never know.
depends. Yeah, honestly, I don't know.
Depends how the video game.
Right now, definitely not.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
Not trying my hardest to do anything other than
Honestly, I don't think I'll ever become like a competitive video game player anymore.
yeah.
Just because I want to focus on the podcast, getting that bigger, focus on my life, and not revolve my whole day around one fucking tournament. It's like
I don't know. I
so,
tried it in the past. It's hard. It's really hard,
that's
actually.
what I mean. And like when me and you were grinding Fortnite, taking that shit serious, we were fucking revolving our life around Fortnite. We were waking up at fucking 6 for the new season.
It'd be hard.
We were getting
I would have
on.
to. The schedule would be crazy.
Like I remember there's like a fucking tourney during school that we qualified for and shit, and we wanted to stay home.
I'd have to do like a full flip over if I wanted to be competitive. I'd have to like certainly have online school
Right, that's what I
and
mean. Because back when we were like taking Fortnite serious, we were like there was this tourney we qualified for. I don't remember what it was, but there was some tourney for like fucking 150K thousand across top 10 or whatever. And then it
yeah.
was at like 2 or some shit, and we were like, dude, I don't think we'll be able to make it. I don't know if we'll be able to qualify for it.
On it, I don't know. I would have to like flip my life around hardcore
That's what I
because
mean.
if you think about it, if we're talking about Valorant wise, which 100% we are, you have to prac pretty much all day.
Right, that's like
But and I would need to fit eating in between that, which is possible. Eating ain't a big thing, but I would have to fit school, gym, chill with friends, and I'd probably have to drop any friends I want to chill with and just stick with gym, eat, school.
that's what I mean. Like revolving your life around video games is like it just limits like it's like essentially I want to say it's like being in jail, but obviously it's not in the sense of that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Like
It's the
there's just
concept of being in jail, not like
right. There's
not like actually being locked up and stuff,
like
but
you
like
lose your freedom basically
yeah,
because you're just focusing on video games. You're focusing on
you
practicing.
don't you lose time basically. You're
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
losing all
yeah.
the
Yeah.
extra time.
You're losing your extra fun time. Like I know video games are fun. Like especially when I don't got shit to do. Like just hop
Yeah,
on video games, passing time. But like revolving my life around video games was not like I can't say like I was the happiest person because I'd be stressed and shit. When say we
yeah,
started an hour late on a tourney, that would stress me the fuck out.
yeah.
Shit like
Nah,
that. Not like not getting enough practice
it's
for the
not easy,
tourney.
but
I give props to anyone who does it. I give props to anyone who's grinding for that to be their dream and shit. But
uh, plus it's hard to make it. It's really hard to make it. Like you can play small tourneys in Valorant if we're talking, and you can make not bad cash. You can still have money, but to make it in like the big cash, like the newest like Iceland and Valorant. If you want to make that, you'd have to have a team, and then it gets all technical.
well, in here, even think about this, right? So, fuck, what was I
I
saying?
don't know. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, think about this, right? So, say you win one tourney, right, and then you get noticed by some like people who are on the higher tourneys. Then your team
Yeah.
gets brought into those higher tourneys. They're spending 8 to 10 hours a day practicing for that tourney just to get knocked out first round. You know how
Uh,
I get like every team can't win right away, but like being a small team coming to a big tournament practicing 8 to 10 hours a day, like just to get knocked out first round is like
it's hard. I don't know.
yeah, for sure. That's
Probably won't
definitely
return to try to be competitive,
yeah,
but
for sure. Will we see any content creating out of you?
um, just natural gaming and 50-50. Maybe some just chatting.
Will we see like any YouTube videos, Valorant gameplay, any game,
If we're if it's a YouTube video, it's not gonna be like it used to, like consistent one game. It would be different. You know what I mean? It would be like you'll have maybe Fortnite, probably not Fortnite. I don't clip anything in that game, but like maybe just highlights. You know what I mean? Highlights of the stream highlights basically
yeah, for sure. But that's
of like
another thing.
whatever games I'm playing.
Like that's another thing. If you're like taking YouTube shit serious and you wanna like post however many times a week, or like stream highlights for example, right? So say you're doing a 4 hour stream, you got to do that 4 hour stream, and then after that you're gonna have to go through that whole 4 hour stream and find the parts you want to add to the video, edit those
Yeah,
parts, make sure it looks good. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely a real grind if you want to like take that shit serious.
yeah. I don't know. It's hard when you're not playing just one game because you gotta. I don't know. Because some people don't like. I feel like it's easier to grow if you're playing multiple games because some people don't like Valorant and they don't want to watch Valorant, so they're not gonna watch you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're just a variety streamer, I feel like it's better. But
I
there's
feel
some
like
games that I just
I
won't
feel
play.
like being a variety streamer would like be more fun as well.
Yeah.
Because then you don't really like you're not really being forced to play that one game, you know? It's
That's,
like
that's, that's,
think about Aiden Ross, right? He
yeah.
started off as a 2K streamer, but then
Yeah.
he got bored of that game, so then he switched to GTA, and then
Hmm.
GTA got him popping, but now GTA is dead and video games are just dead in general, and
Yeah.
now he's just chatting, he gets rappers and shit, now he's fucking living his life, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
I could change it any second, but I definitely want to just do variety streams and variety YouTube videos if I'm ever gonna do anything like that.
for sure, and it's like if you're gonna be a variety, then and you have fans that will watch you for whatever game you play, that's when you're up. But if you have,
Yeah.
say you have 500 viewers playing like Fortnite or whatever, right? But then you go to play Valorant and you only get 50. That means
Yeah.
most of your viewers are for Fortnite specifically. They're
Yeah.
not there for you. They're just there to watch your gameplay type shit. You know.
Yeah, there's something that I heard from Tico too. That's what I heard from Tico. I think like what you just said. Like he's like, I'm gonna play Fall Guys, boys, and he dropped down. He had like 1.5, and he dropped down to like 900. He's like, well, you see, these 900 people are my real ones because they will watch me play any game. They're not here for the game. They're here for to watch me. If you know what I mean.
Right. That's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
even when I switched from playing Fortnite, right? Like when I
Yeah.
just stopped streaming that game and I started playing Valorant, I
Yeah.
probably averaged like 10 viewers playing Fortnite, but then I switched to
Yeah.
Valorant, I get like one, two, three viewers.
Yeah.
That's how you know that they're not there actually for you. They're
Facts. If
there
you're
for the
trying to like
gameplay.
figure out if, sorry to cut you off, but if you're trying to figure out if you have like viewers that are actually hardcore big fans, switch up a game for a day, and if they stay, like play a mock ass game like some Fall Guys for speak or whatever, and just play that. And if you see how many people stick around, that's how many people just want to watch you and see you play.
Like yeah, I know a local streamer to us that's like a somewhat poppin' streamer, Caitlyn, right?
Oh yeah,
She only plays Fortnite. I don't think I've ever seen her play a different game than Fortnite.
yeah,
So imagine her getting like, so she gets like 50 viewers right now, I think, or around there or something. Imagine if she switched to play like, like Valorant or whatever. Her
yeah.
viewers would decrease by a lot. Because I really
Facts.
don't think people are there necessarily for her, and she's not like a crazy fucking Fortnite player or anything. But
Yeah,
partially, like if you get offended by this, it's fucking
yeah. I know
just
what you're gonna
facts.
say.
One of the reasons why I think she's growing so much is she's a girl, right? And girls are fucking crazy. They'll do whatever the fuck they can do for a follower, for money. It's like if the boys just want to fucking chill and play games together and they don't want to fucking get up and shake some ass. It's like they're not gonna fucking get up and shake some ass. But that's what I think though. Like Valorant, it's like not like a game where you can really. I mean, in unrated, it wouldn't be like you don't need to like try hard or anything.
Yeah,
But I think just the fact that Fortnite's like a game where you can have your viewers play with you. I mean,
yeah,
Valorant you can have like up to 9 people playing with you,
yeah,
but I feel like Fortnite just like with how her streams have been from what I've noticed, she just played with fans a lot. She never really like when she plays Trio Arena, her viewers are at like 20. But then she goes to
mhm,
creative fills or whatever, her views get higher cuz more people want to stay in there and more people want to like play, so they're going to wait in the stream and try and play with her and kill her and
yeah,
whatever and get her pissed and shit. That's
yeah.
like another big thing too, I think, but honestly, I think
I
the
feel like uh girls are taking over social media.
100% they can show their ass and
Like
shit, they can show their fucking
what Austin McBroom was saying. He was asking everyone in the podcast I was watching. He was like, "You guys all agree that like it's hard for us boys to get popping and get starting out there, even with him, with his like he's rich, he's successful, he has millions of subscribers. Even with him, it's still hard for him to get mad views. He has to do something different and out of the box and out of the ordinary. But with girls, they can just picture on Instagram and fucking 100K likes. It's
right. And another thing is that's like going
crazy.
like trending around Twitch right now is those hot tub streams, right?
Yeah,
Say there's a guy doing a hot tub stream, right? If he's not in the best shape, he's obviously not many people are gonna watch him. But no matter what shape the girl's in, like if she got big tits or like a nice face or whatever, she's obviously gonna get viewers. And honestly,
facts.
that's how she could grow her channel. Her channel could legit. She could stream for like 1 month or something like that, doing only hot tub streams, and I guarantee she'd have 1,000 or more followers.
Yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
it's really not hard for girls to grow as long as they're like somewhat entertaining. They got
Yeah.
fucking big
Mhm.
tits, and then they're chilling. It's like, what can I say?
Yeah, I don't know. It's different world. Different world.
Yeah, definitely. But like from
Still possible. Like I'm not disregarding everyone. As of my last comment, I'm not disregarding any male that wants to get big, but it's just easier for a female to
you're right,
get bigger.
because essentially, from what I've experienced, is boys they're kind of more laid back, more chill. They're not gonna go fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
girls, what I've noticed, not all girls. I'm not saying all boys are chill either, but girls are more likely to be crazy and do whatever they can do to get money or followers or whatever. So like,
yeah, I agree.
say someone like you're a girl, right, and you're streaming,
Yeah,
and you have like 50 viewers, and someone says, I'll gift you 25 subs right now if you twerk for 30 seconds. The girl's gonna fucking do that.
yeah,
But the guy, it's not. It's like. there's not. I mean, there's not really like anything guys can do either without being TOS or like fucking
Yeah, that
like you
is
know what I
true.
mean. It's like we can't go fucking helicoptering our dick around. It's like you know what I mean. It's like there's just not really much for us to do.
100 subs for the helicopter.
It's like
I'm gonna have to pass on that
it's
one,
like
but thank
fucking
you.
let me go get my fucking toy helicopter and start spinning that shit around.
Uh,
Like fuck.
I don't. It's whatever, but it's
Yeah, it's
easier.
definitely is easier to go. But I mean, I feel like also right now it's essentially easier to grow as a streamer. Like if you're just starting up with no fan base or anything, I think it's easier now kind of to start getting bigger, but at the same time I feel like it's harder as well. Because of COVID,
Yeah.
right? I don't
Uh,
know who is like still fucking at home or still doesn't go to school or anything like that, but like with COVID and people being at home all the time, um, people are gonna obviously want to do something, and streaming is like a good thing that you might want to do, you know. And people being at home and all these new people streaming, there's gonna be so many fucking people that are trying to stream and trying to get big. As like, if COVID weren't a thing, I guarantee there would not be as many people trying to start streaming because I
True.
think there would just be more people wanting to like view stuff because they go to school, right? They fucking have homework, come home, do homework, fucking eat dinner, shower, get ready for the next day at school, and then they just want to fucking relax and they just want to like watch Twitch or watch fucking YouTube. So
I agree.
that's what I'm saying. So like, if you've already been a streamer and you already have like 100 to whatever viewers, it's gonna be easier as like to grow essentially, but at the same time during COVID, it's gonna be a lot more people streaming and a lot more people like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. It's. Mm, I get what you're saying though. Like with the school and everything. Like if you're still, even if you're back when you just go to school and then you come back, you don't want to pull up the stream unless you're like truly dedicated to it.
Mhm.
You don't want to pull up Streamlabs and do all that. You'd rather just sit, lay in your bed and watch.
Or just play games, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
fuck, I don't want to have to load up, wait for this, start my fucking stream, all that shit, you know? Like
yeah,
personally, when I was dedicated to streaming and I would stream every day, I would just get fucking mentally exhausted because I would go fucking 8 hours at school or however long school is, and then from that I would get home, do all my homework, eat dinner, shower, whatever I need to do, and then at that point it was already like fucking 8 or 9. Then I'm like,
yeah.
well, I guess I'm gonna have to do only an hour stream, you know, because it's so fucking late.
It's difficult,
You
but
definitely do gotta be dedicated. You really
100%.
gotta you really gotta want it. And I guess I really didn't want it that bad, which is where we're at now. But I mean, even podcasts, they take up time. You gotta think about what you're talking about. You gotta think about like all that shit. Especially if you have guests, you know, you gotta think of like if you're a big person in the social media industry, you gotta be like, who can I reach out to and get them down here in the studio and fucking come on the show and what we
Kind of
talk about then,
wondering,
you know?
like, do people want to see? I don't know. It's always been in my head because the past three we've got, including this one, is it's just raw. I don't know if people like that or if they wanted to see like actual scripted out and like, yeah, I mean like
Yeah,
boom, boom,
that's
boom.
true for sure. But
I don't know.
YouTube would be the only place where it wouldn't be scripted, or where I, or no, I never mind. I know what you're saying. My bad. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a good question though, because personally myself, I would like raw better. You know, it's like
Yeah,
watching a YouTube video when it's edited compared to just like full on raw footage. I'd rather see that full
I
on
like
raw footage. You know.
personally, I like raw better, but I don't know. Some people, I don't know. I feel like some people like it more mm, just precise and knowing everything off
Right.
bat
That's well. I
and
mean,
knowing
like
what you're gonna talk about.
if you had a guest, I mean, it'd be a little different. You could like, cause
Oh yeah,
Because you'd have to like obviously have some background information on that person, what the fuck they do, what like where they came from, kind of, you know.
yeah,
And you'd obviously want questions you'd want to ask those people. But like when it's just me and you, or if it was just like some mainstream podcast where it's the main three people or two people or one person that's on the thing every time, I'd
Yeah.
rather see them like straight up what they say. Like if I was watching a YouTube video, I'd rather see all the times they mess up, all the times they say things wrong, all the like, you know what I mean? Because it shows that they're not actually like perfect, quote unquote perfect.
Yeah.
Because especially with YouTube, you can edit in whatever you want, you can edit out whatever you want. You know, it kind of just seems like they can make shit to make it seem like they're actually perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like the raw better.
Right? Just better overall. But anything else you want to talk about this episode?
Mm, not really.
Oh shit, I got a
There's nothing
thing.
new,
Well, I got one
really.
thing to talk
What?
about. The dates we upload our podcast might be changing soon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Might be changing in the next month or so. We're either gonna do Tuesdays or Fridays. Just because Wednesday's in the middle of the week, and I was doing my research and shit how to promote the podcast, you know, all that shit. And it said that the best days to post podcasts are Tuesday and Friday. So let me know down in the comments below if you, or well, yeah, you're gonna have to do the fucking comments. Can't fucking
Okay.
comment on Spotify. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys would rather do Tuesdays or Fridays, or if you guys want them to stay Wednesdays. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify. Make sure to save that shit to your fucking library.
Gosh.
Make sure to share that shit with your
Listen while
fucking
you're whipping around.
fuck yeah. Tell your fucking mom to fucking listen to it while she's in the fucking shower. You know.
Fact.
It's like fucking tell your grandma, tell your fucking cat, tell your fucking goldfish. You know. Whoever the fuck you know, tell them to fucking watch that shit. We don't
Facts.
discriminate here. But no,
True.
make sure do all that shit. Drop down some comments or whatever you guys want on what we could talk about next. It'll
Yeah.
probably be raw, but we always are looking for some like topics and shit to talk about. Um,
Facts.
but now, this was episode 3 of BC's World. Be sure to stay tuned for episode 4, which will be either on Wednesday, Tuesday, or Friday next week sometime if we decide to change it right away. Um, it was nice
True.
talking. See you guys in the next
Facts.
episode.
See you guys.
All right, peace out.
Peace out.